Iqbal, your final comments?
My final comment was, you asked, I think, Moses, what is characterized India's policy towards China. I think for 70 years, it's been appeasement. And I think that what happened is that in the 1950s, the political leadership of India was at that point of time so keen on creating this edifice of non-alignment, which was predicated on the basis of Chinese support, that India bent over backwards to appease the Chinese and let them do what they wanted to do. And the first thing that we surrendered were the extraterritorial rights that we had in Tibet. And Tibet was a buffer between India and China, and we brought the Chinese to our doors. And suddenly the defense of India from there was a line drawn through central Tibet, which the Ministry of Defense had worked out in 1947. That line was wiped out, erased, and it was brought to our doorstep. And we've seen how they've encroached, and they're still trying to encroach because they know that we've appeased. So, I mean, we have to now stand up and change our entire mindset and change our doctrine and think about what our interest is and where our self-respect is and where our dignity is as a nation. We can't be pushed and overawed by the Chinese. On the one hand, they start ripping us off. They're even selling us agarbattis. I mean, it's a matter of shame. So I think it's time to change and look for a different future where we have dignity and self-respect, and we are not having to pull back, push back, and everybody's talking about finger 4 and finger 8. I mean, finger 4 and finger 8 are part of Aksai Chin. Aksai Chin belongs to India, and they're sitting in our territory for 70 years, and we're talking about whether they'll move back from finger 4 to finger 8. I said, let's see whether they'll move back all the way back to Haji Langar, which was the border of Ladakh and Xinjiang.